Hello everyone, Krydex here, and welcome to Freight Forwarding Factorio 2 with Science Multiplier. This is gonna be crazy. Freight Forwarding, if you don't know, is a mod that is all about logistics, and you have to go to other islands and use cargo ships, and ideally put more things on trains, and there's even long-range airplane drop-off drones and things, and oil rigs. So pretty excited about that. And Factorio 2, most of you know, is an overhaul mod that's on the lighter end, but still an overhaul mod. They are compatible with each other, so I've installed both. And then we are also going to 20x our research, so we can't just research things in 5 seconds. Now, there's a couple other things that I'm including that I don't normally include, one of which is biters. I'm leaving them on and actually turning them up a little bit because of the island's nature. I'd rather have biters a little more difficult, so to capture a new island feels kind of difficult to do. I did also turn on expansion for that reason, so we are going to have to basically capture new islands filled with biters. I did turn the time factor of evolution down, and the destroy factor down a little bit, just because it's going to be a slow progress in the mod pack. And I did turn on cliffs with the smallest possible amount, which is also unusual for me. I did increase the starting area a little bit. And then on this page, pollution is all normal. Price multiplier is 20. And I increased frequency a bit of resources. They default to 50 when you go to freight forwarding default. I increased the size to 133% for all of the ores and lava pools. And then I did richness to 200%. That should end us with enough resources, hopefully. And our map preview is looking like this. I generated one that I liked. Haven't explored outside of this, and we are going to hop right in. I'm excited to see what freight forwarding is all about. I will show you the mod list here in a minute, just a brief overview, and then in the description below there will be a paste bin link to the full mod list. So if you want to do this yourself, you can, and I will also put the save that I just now saved on the Discord, the Crydania Discord. So if you want to sync, that's probably the easiest way, is just to copy the save and then sync mod settings. So, with biters, we have to be extra careful to not let grass grow under our feet, and make sure we have turrets and such, which I'm not used to. So we could have some death in this. It's very possible. As usual, I'll start by mining a couple of these things. Get some iron plates. Factorio 2, I believe, it makes the ratio of iron worse to start out. So we will start with a worse ratio. It looks like Hovercrafts adds some little wrecks. Most of what freight forwarding adds is logistics related stuff. There's hovercrafts, there's airplanes, there's cargo ships. Trying to think of what else. Definitely more than that. I did the freight forwarding recommended pack, and the only things that I changed from that was, instead of the rail-based things that they had included, I just added LTN, because LTN is what I know and understand. I think the freight forwarding pack had a couple, like, extra rail signals type thing, and I'd rather just use LTN. AAI is not in the mods by default. I believe you could probably add it. I don't know for sure what the compatibility is. And yeah, so I added text plates so we can make things look nice and label things. We've got the burner mining drills and stone furnaces. Factorio 2 adds inserter parts, and it also changes iron a little bit. There are now iron beams, and there's iron gears. And gears are now 1 plate each, and beams are 2 plates each. So that's also a little different. So we're going to pick up all this crap just because I like to start with that. I'm leaving these little, I think these are little assemblers, right? These guys? Yeah. So these are 2 assemblers that are, as you can see, very slow. Crafting speed 0.25, but better than nothing. So I'll leave those there. And I will grab those pistol magazines. We'll leave the ship for now. Some people like to enshrine their ship as a sort of badge of honor. And then this is a lab. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, I guess there's a couple more pieces up there. Whatever, I'll get those later. Let's begin with the mining of the iron and coal. So we'll start with doing some burner mining drills. And I have a lot of quality of life mods installed, by the way. We'll talk about them as they come up. And I will, again, share the mod list. One of the mods I have is queue to front, so I could, if I wanted to, you can put things in the front of your crafting queue. So that's nice. And we can put some coal in these. There's even distribution coming into play. I do like to set the limit to full, balance out inventories. Even distribution just allows you to control, click, and drag, and it'll put items in all of your, whatever it is you're trying to put items into. And then also in Factorio, you have to select the recipe on the furnace, which is a little different than regular Factorio. Where did I drop that? It's weird that you can hit Z to drop an item into a building, but you can't hit Z to drop an item into a slot. It actually drops it onto the ground behind the interface. I've always felt like that's actually a bit strange. But this will get us our starting coal, and then we're just going to want as much iron as we can stomach. I'll put coal on our little hotbar here. Copy the recipe, and off we go. The initial recipe for iron is 5 plates from 10 ore, which is half the speed, as you might be able to calculate. And then these are basically tiny radars that only show you the little blue squares, which is what, 4 chunks, I think? 5 chunks, maybe? 4, 5, 6, something like that. And they don't actually scan any sectors around. So we will continue working on burner mining drills. Another mod that I have is the picker, a set of picker mods, and those are all super handy. One of them allows you to craft buildings by just hovering over it and hitting a hotkey. So if I grab all the plates here, I can just hit my hotkey, which is tilde in my case, and it'll craft the burner drills, which is super nice. One of the other big things that it does is it allows you to place a blueprint, and then later when you have the building, you hold a drill and mouse over it, and it automatically places it. You don't have to click. I really like that as well. The reason I'm doing 2 drills is because the drills only go at 0.25, and you can see these need 0.625. So the ratio is a little bit more than 2 to 1, but 2 to 1 is nicer and more compact. So that's what we'll go with for now. And I probably need some stone. Let me go find some more rocks. This is going to be a pretty slow mod. Kind of like my Planodon's playthrough. I want to take it slow. I'm not going to rush. I'm going to try to have a bit more of an organized base. That's always a little bit of a difficulty for me, but I'm going to try to not rush because we are going to need lots and lots and lots of science. Like if we look at the tech tree, the nice thing is these initial techs are not multiplied, which is really... I don't know if that's a Factorio thing or what, but it's very helpful. But you can see, you know, once we're getting into these other techs, like, oh, we need 1,000 packs just to unlock red packs. Nanobots, 600 packs. Fast inserters, 600 packs. So, yeah, pretty large amounts here, for sure. So we're gonna have to set up a pretty large science. So here you can see the picker mod. Guess we can do that. We need to craft some furnaces now. And we'll fill these with coal. Now, look at this. I don't know if this is Crastorio or what, but ugh. Ore only stacks to 25. That's painful. Rickenzie, don't worry. I do the same. So we'll see how my attempt actually goes at being clean and tidy. That's certainly not Crastorio. Okay, well, it must be freight forwarding then. That changes stack size of ores. I can see it's modified by something called intermodal containers. I wonder if that, if there are like ore shipping containers that you fill up with ore, and then that gets your stack size better. I'm guessing it's something like that. I know very little about freight forwarding, so I'm excited by the prospect of it for sure. Let's get a few chests, and then some more drills. I do need to think about turrets. Turrets are going to be difficult because they require red packs. Ugh. Okay, interesting. So I guess we just hope to not get wrecked. Oh gosh, this base is really close too. Well, this could be a short run. Why don't I... Let's see, I do need some copper. So let me get some copper mines set up here. And we'll try to beeline for some research so I can not die. Get that going. Okay, so what's the path here? We need science packs. To get science packs, we need probably some assembling machines. Obviously not for the first few. And then for power, we do need the steam. Oh gosh, 400. Maybe I will just use those little doohickeys, the wind turbines, because I can craft those already. And doesn't one of these make power? Am I making that up? Doesn't this thing make power? Yeah. You get some free power from that thing. So we can get the initial researches like that. Oh, they still haven't done anything. That's why they don't have anything. Yeah. This is going to be a little tricky to get going at first. Hopefully the biters don't come too soon. Knowing biters, they will. If you control right-click with even distribution, you can give the buildings half of what you're holding, which is generally what I like to do. What's up, Skelly boy? Welcome. I need some power poles. Trees? Anyone? Got some over here. I also have alien biomes on, as you've probably noticed. This is not your standard Factorio ground. Okay, so we got those. How's pollution? We are literally gonna start attracting biters already. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay, so I'm gonna place these over by this thing, and then we'll get some power poles. Go in here. And then the lab is going to need power. Okay. These are assemblers. Okay, so we need wood and copper cable. So I'll have you make copper cable. I'll have you just work on that for now. Got a couple more up here. I have all of them on science because it's a slower research. Yeah, definitely slower research. Do we have enough power for that? Just barely. Okay. Because these are each 93. These provide 20. Alright. Oh, pistol and turret ammo are different? They are. Oh, right. It requires the rifle magazines, doesn't it? That could be a problem because of missile hovercraft. That sounds fun. Could be a problem because of lead. Another thing that's in the freight forwarding, I forget if it's in the base or the recommended, but it's lead from the BZ mods, and we don't have lead here. So that means I can't get turrets going until we have lead? Hey, look at that. I'm a bit concerned now, though. Because there's no lead even in sight. And I'm not going to be hand defending from biters for this whole game. So, probably place that. Let's explore a tiny bit. I may have to... Yeah, I think that's maybe a little oversight, because in the core freight forwarding mod, it's okay that lead isn't in your starting area, because turrets don't require lead. It's possible that if you add Factorio to the freight forwarding mod, should generate some lead in your starting area. So otherwise, we're kind of screwed. And I don't think that's really intentional. It feels more like an oversight slash bug. Bug is the wrong word, because that's like something went wrong. But I think it's more just an oversight. Unless we have lead close enough where we can actually mine it. There's some water. My base is probably going to get attacked while I'm out here. I just have a feeling. Alright, where's that lead? Come on. Big money, big money. Are there 2 worms just chilling down there? Kind of random. I'm not seeing any lead. Well, this was an unexpected turn of events. Didn't really think about this. Oh gosh. There's another base. Let's stay clear of that. Watch there be a giant base right on top of the lead. Goodness. Where is the lead? Where is the lead? I might cheat a little bit and spawn a little lead patch near my base. Because this feels a bit silly that we wouldn't be able to automate turret ammo in the starting area. think that feels a little weird. More biters. Yeah, I probably should have removed the burner drills before I went exploring. It's gonna get attacked any second now, I feel it. Yep, there it is. There it is. There goes the base. Goodness. Well. We could only run faster. Go faster, go faster. Oh yeah, I also installed armored biters, so that's fun. They're little crab pincers. Okay, it looks like they're done making pollution for the time being, so that's good. I can just let the pollution dissipate, right? Slowly, over time. If I trigger another attack. Maybe try a higher science multiplier? I don't think that's how it works. Okay, I would love if lead was like down here somewhere. Goodness, I feel like I've already explored half the island. Where is this stuff? There's another biter base. A large one. Ugh, goodness. I don't think it's up there. Little tide pools. Okay, this is maybe not good. I might just spawn a small patch just for making turret magazines. I'll probably write a comment on the freight forwarding site about this, because this isn't good. You know, I don't think the point is that you're supposed to need lead ASAP. Otherwise, it wouldn't be this far away. At this point, I'm just curious where it is. Yeah, I'm glad you said something too, Holloway. I did increase ore frequency. The freight forwarding default is 50%, and I boosted it up to 75%, which is actually a pretty big boost. Oh, I guess the latent pollution was enough to anger them. That's not good. Oh well, it seems they've chilled out. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out what to do about lead. I did a little bit of exploration, and it seems that freight forwarding does something with the ore generation, and has something to do with the islands, because like I explored a couple, you know, in editor mode, and like the starting island never has, like there's a bunch of things the starting island doesn't have on it. And I always noticed like there was always one lead patch on the starting island, and not titanium, which is the other BZ mod that is added. Okay. But there's lead somewhere. Freaking where? Just gotta find it. Where? We are gonna have to explore this whole dang island, aren't we? Goodness. Come on, man. Sorry for all of you who are like, oh, this is gonna be such an interesting series. Little did you know it's Walking Simulator 2023. Little did you know. Oh my goodness. Just keeps going, doesn't it? Dave, I don't have all of BZ's. It's just lead and titanium. And they come with they either come with the default freight forwarding or the freight forwarding mod pack, which is also an official mod pack. So either way, they are recommended to have by the creator of freight forwarding. I call it survive and explore. Yeah, the problem is I can't make turrets. That does make it hard to survive. I don't mind the survive and explore as much when you can have turrets to help you live. But right now we're not very far down the living spectrum. Maybe it's in this little gap here. What even? Okay, so we've... I guess it could be down here. It could be down here. It could be up here. Yes. I might... Uh-oh. I didn't think they'd go for the other stuff. I might have to get the Big Brother mod. Not gonna lie. Not that it would help me right now. I don't think titanium's that close to the starting area. Alright, walking simulator. Biter expansion is on. As long as they don't kill those little assembler doodads, which they're probably going to. Honestly, I might just restart once we find lead. This is nutty. Because let's see, you need... I think it'll be pretty easy to... Oh, they are destroying those. Wonderful. I think it'll be pretty easy to get enough lead for the ammo that we'll need. And it'll be pretty easy to clear the island after that. And then once the island's clear, I don't have to worry about fighters on the home island. At this point, I'm just curious where the lead is. Dave, they're recommended. That's why the point is that they're recommended mods for freight forwarding. That's the point. Yeah, I agree that vanilla radars should have either a second tier or upgrades to them, because they are oh so small. It's okay, I didn't want a base anyway. Hey, I found more iron. That's not what we're looking for. All of the things have been destroyed. All the oh no, I got too close. Oh goodness. This is how I die. Okay, this is kind of ridiculous. Where's the lead, man? I bet it's down here. It's always the last place you look, you know? Oh, they're really going for it, huh? Blowing everything up. Fighters gotta eat. Satellite radar. Yeah, that's kind of a cool idea. It's tough, though, with a flat world. How do you implement satellite radar in a way that makes sense? Because otherwise it's just like, oh, you just explore the whole map automatically with one satellite. Because that's actually kind of realistic. If you put a satellite in a polar orbit over time, you'll just discover the whole planet, which is how space exploration does it. But that's because they have multiple planets. And it wouldn't really make sense if a satellite only explores, like, a section of the map. Okay, well, I found lead. So that's good. Why don't I take some home with me? Because how much is... A rifle magazine is a single lead. Gun turrets don't require lead. Red packs. Do red packs require lead? No. Okay. So literally it's just one lead per rifle magazine. And so I can steal some and take it home with me. No, don't burn the small electric poles, you dingus. There is a biter base right here too, of course. We are going to need trains at home for this too. That's going to be a long belt, isn't it? I can't measure from here. Oh, I hate that it can't measure into the fog. That is sad. But yeah, that's going to be like, I don't know, 600 belts, 1,000 belts. It's fine. It's fine. That's nothing compared to what we're going to need for science. Okay. Well, I feel less scared now. I do think I'll still comment on the freight forwarding mod page about this, because I do think there should be maybe like a miniature lead patch on your starting area, just so you can at least get the turret ammo. And I don't know what else you need lead for. It could be important even sooner than that for more than just turrets. It looks like it's only used in more advanced stuff so far. Oh. Wait, you need it for pipe to ground? And storage tanks? Interesting. And that's the only recipe for pipe to ground. And there aren't other types of pipes, are there? There are steel pipes. But that's pretty far in. You don't get that for a long time. Interesting. Interesting. I guess you can survive without pipe to grounds for a while. But it does feel a little strange to not be able to get pipe to grounds until you're this far away from your base. Doesn't it? Yeah, I think a small lead patch in the starting area would be proper, and if you also are playing through this mod, I would not judge you for creating a little lead patch in your starting area. I'm wondering if these biters are going to attack me. I guess I should zoom out a little bit so I can keep an eye on that. Yeah, Acadink, I will have to secure this patch. Oh my gosh, lead only stacks to 15. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, it's nothing if not exciting. Need more coal. Living the grind, exactly. Hey, it's nothing compared to Greg Tech, right? This is no big deal. Alright. So let's get these as far away as we can from the batters. Dave, I believe there's landfill. I don't know if you can landfill from one island to another. I believe you're supposed to use the cargo ships and the airplane doodads. Honestly, I don't know most of the answers to how this all works. We will discover it as we go, which will be fun. We are polluting. I think as soon as I see them running over here, I'm gonna hightail it out and let them eat the drills. I think I'm okay with that. And when we come back next time, we'll have enough stuff. Because each lead makes a whole, whatchamacallit, a whole magazine. Rifle magazine, which, if I could find the research. Magazine size 30. Oh, they even have 30 10 damage projectiles. So it's far better than a pistol magazine. Oh, but it is probably 2 ore to 1 plate. Heck, it's not even an exact number, but between 4 and 5, yeah. And we get a little bit of copper ore back. I forgot that about BZ. Yeah, Dave, I'm guessing there's a way to put ore in containers. Like a, kind of like deadlock stacking, but different, but similar. Where, like, you can effectively increase the stack size of ore. I'm guessing that's a thing. Yeah, look. Container lead ore, there you go. So you can load 300 ore into a container. And you get a chance at getting the container back. There's a chance for the container to die. Basically, that essentially means a container has 100 uses of loading and unloading. Okay. I am not going to wait for full inventory. I think this is probably enough for now. We'll come back some other day for more lead. If I leave those running, they'll definitely trigger the biters, so we'll just remove those for now. Okay, well now we can rest assured that we will have some lead to make rifle ammo with, which feels good. Not a ton. But enough to get us started, enough to make a few turrets, defend the early base, and then we can come back here with some turrets and ammo and clear out those bases and hopefully get a long belt go into here. Because, I mean, it's far, but it's like, it's not that far. You know, that's 200, so it's probably, I don't know, 800 tiles, maybe. We can do an 800 tile belt. I've done longer. Besides, it's all about freight forwarding, you know? We gotta forward the freight all the way home. Speaking of belts, why don't I just craft some while we're slowly meandering back? And we'll make some drills because I probably don't have any left at home. More like freight forwarding. Yeah, basically. There is the issue of some stuff got eaten. Which is sad. Also, where'd the biters go? They're gone. It's like nothing ever happened. They did eat the lab, which I'm okay with because I can craft more. They ate just a couple of those. And they didn't eat the power, thank goodness. And I still have 2 of the assemblers. Okay, that's actually really nice. And I can make more labs with copper. They died from lead poisoning. Hey, there was no lead over here. They couldn't have gotten lead poisoning. That's the whole problem. Okay. Those going. Get that going. Spin these back up. All right, we got this. We got this. Already got 15 basic tech cards. Oh, I need to select the recipe. Right. I always forget that. That will probably not be the last time I forget that, to be honest. You know, I have these on my hotbar. I don't know why I keep going into my inventory. The whole point of a hotbar, Krydax. Same with the coal. Alright. There's some more iron. Okay, there's copper. We can make a lab. We're getting there. We're getting there. For the turret, we're going to need 200 for this, and then red packs 200 more. That's definitely pretty far away. The nice thing is that the red packs are basically like red science. So it's really like, this is science tier 0, essentially. So it's still not super difficult to get the red packs. Why can you burn small electric poles? I feel like that's almost... It causes more headaches than it actually helps anything. I guess it's a way to dispose of them in the late game, maybe. But, can't say that I love it. I'm gonna put my lead in here, because it's a giant container. Keep a little bit, just in case of emergency. Alright, so we got our lab. And plop that down, put some basic tech cards in it, and we shall go for this one first. And then we'll do automation, so I can make more assemblers. Oh gosh, I need 1,000? Oh, that's so many. That's so many. Alright, it's what I signed up for. That's okay. We'll live. Maybe. Or we'll die. Imagine 50x. Yeah, I guess. I was originally going to do 50x science, but I talked myself down to 20x science. I think I'm glad I did at this point. Wait, why are these stopped? Isn't the thing faster than the things? Interesting. What are these stacked to? Plates stacked to 50. I don't know. Maybe I didn't have the recipe selected, or maybe they were out of coal. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, and then we need more wood. Let me go mine some trees. Speaking of wood, we are going to have to automate wood as well, which we can do in a greenhouse. We can do that easily enough. It doesn't require a ton of packs. We need glass. Comes from stone and a crusher. Crushers require lead as well. Oh, wonderful. Thankfully, I'm not going to need 1 billion crushers, but it's just another place our lead is going to have to go. All right. Handcraft some science. Chop 100 wood here. It is nice to have some trees. They slow down the pollution. You can see this corner spreading slower. Gosh, we're going to be on that base before long. Goodness. We can even plant some trees to slow down the spread of pollution. But right now, turrets are priority number 1. I think I have enough iron. I'm not gonna grab more for a minute. I'm gonna make 2 more labs. Take some away from that. Let me handcraft some wire real quick. Oh, it crafts 8 at a time. You know what? I think that's because otherwise you would have issues with the one tick. The one tick problem, which if you're familiar with modded Factorio, you might know that if you end up making more than 1 recipe per tick, it starts to bug out with productivity. Because, well, first of all, you can't go faster than 1 recipe per tick, which just, it's a hard limit on how fast you can make items with modded. Oops, I said I didn't need more iron. It's just a limit to how fast you can make stuff. And then, secondly, it actually is cheating in a way, because if you have productivity in the building, the productivity is not limited to 1 per tick. And so you actually end up spending less resources to get the same amount of productivity as if it was going at the full speed that you've got it at, rather than the limited speed. And so it like puts a limit on the part you're using and spending resources on, while the productivity is still the regular amount as if it wasn't limited. and that ends up getting you free resources, which is obviously cheating in a sense. Not necessarily on purpose. People discovered it by accident, but 'tis a thing. It showed up a lot in Bob's mods because of the Bob's modules being broken AF. Also, D Jones, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright, let's spread that pollution cloud, baby. And power is horrible. I kind of forgot about power. Grab some more wind turbines here. Lurking is the best. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna let those run out. I don't want to trigger all of these bases over here right now. In fact, I'm just gonna remove these for now. And these as well. We actually have to manage our pollution. It's no fun. Who wants to manage pollution? Can you clear bases with pistols? I haven't really even thought about that. I just presumed I wouldn't want to clear the base with a pistol. Let's give the game an old save before we try it. Oh, speaking of, it's go time. All right, how much is the military? 200 packs. Yeah. Unfortunately, 200 packs is a few too many packs. Need some fish? Let's see. Are there any fish in this pond? I don't see any. The water might not be deep enough. Oh, there are some. Nope. Is that fish? Oh, no, it's just a shadow. I thought it was fish. Oh, you can swim? You've got a little life raft? That's awesome. But no fish. Wait, nope, there's a fish. I see one. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, there are fish. They're just really hard to see. Alrighty, there's some healing for panic mode. That really is adorable. Swimming engineer. Okay, we got a research finished in the first episode. We're amazing. Nobody needs to remember that that research wasn't actually multiplied by the technology multiplier, though. Okay. Easy to kill, he says. Somehow I doubt this. Oh gosh, I'm stuck. There are 3 worms here, too. Something tells me this ain't happening. Yeah, we're not succeeding right now, are we? Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I ran out of... Well then. Well then. Respawn to get some free ammo. Strategic. Yeah, the worms make it a lot harder. But I think even without worms, there's too many, there's too many bases spawning enemies. I don't think I would be able to do it. Especially with the armored biters, because they take more shots to kill. I think there's just too much that I have to kill. I can probably do it with a rifle. Uh-oh, they're already gathering for an attack. Goodness. Okay. I'm gonna make a couple assembling machines. And a couple more power doodads. I'm gonna place the rest of these. And then, yeah, I mean, I think I just want to hightail it for military research. Need these to keep crafting. So we'll do a stack of wood, and then I need some more copper cable. I'm gonna stop these as well. No more pollution, except from the assemblers. I guess those are gonna make more pollution now. And these pollute at 4 a minute. Crafting speed. Wait. Oh, there's 2 different ones. Weird. This one's slower than that one. I wonder why that is. And that one takes the same amount of power. Okay. Well, now that I can make these, there's no reason to run a crappy one. Because that's half the speed for the same amount of pollution. So, we've got regular assemblers now. And this just is a regular assembler, as far as I can tell. Slightly more power usage, but basically the same thing. Hey, Klaus. I modified the map generation slightly, but the freight forwarding default, which you have to select in the map generation, is pretty good. That's basically what I'm using. I made the ore a little bit richer and more frequent and larger just because of my science multiplier. But otherwise it should be fine. And then the other issue is the lead not being in the starting area, which you need for Factorio 2. Without Factorio 2, it might be fine, but not quite fine with Factorio 2. So, yeah, it's some sort of continent plus islands type map generation. How is the pollution cloud right now? Is it shrinking? I can never tell with these things. Probably not. We're gonna get attacked any second. But we're working our way towards military, and that will get us a rifle, which will help. Now, labs don't pollute, which is nice, and wind turbines don't pollute, which is nice. Oh, speaking of, there's the attack. Hey, you're attacking something. No, no, that just destroyed research packs. You absolute wankers. Horrible. Rude. Well, I guess I need better walls. Can you still do furnace walls? Is that still a thing? Wow, that was very rude of the biters to destroy a lab. Really, the only thing polluting right now, though, is the assembling machines. So it's mostly just the latent pollution cloud, but they don't dissipate very fast. Like, this one's still over here. Shouldn't they be disappearing slowly? Just by default? I guess it shows the rate minus 0.3 a minute. That's very slow. Very slow pollution. Dissipation. Okay, how much power do we have? That all of that is 760 kilowatts. I'm just gonna remove that because it looks weird. And then get this placed. Well, I move those. Okay. Wood. Cable. What is going on? I'm trying to even distribution and it's not like hitting the first building. What on earth? That was super weird. Don't know what was up with that. Anyway. Pack packs, we got 25 more. Oh gosh. Each pack is 0.5% of this research. Okay. We're on fighter duty. And they are gonna come again. I'm glad they weren't able to finish off that reactor. Hopefully that will keep... I don't know if fighters will be able to make it through that or not. A few more pistol mags. Craft a few more things for myself. I'm gonna need more wind turbines, and we're starting to run out of iron. Which is bad. That means I need to make more pollution. So let's see. If all of these have like negative 0.3 on them, the pollution cloud will shrink then, because we're not making that much per second. But oh man. This is definitely more intense of a start than it would be if I didn't have biters on, so that's kind of fun. That's something to enjoy. It really is, Skelly Boy, and it's going to be even more so with Space Age. Space Age is just going to be so amazing. Still don't know why even distribution is doing a weird thing with that, trying to put wire in that assembling machine. Ugh, I need to go get wood, but I don't want the biters to attack while I'm chopping trees. So I might go trigger some biters first. This is their attack squad, right? That's what that is? They should get some fish first. Okay. They give you a free quantum computer. You know, I don't think quantum computers will ever be a thing. Like, I know in some very loose senses of the word, they already are a thing, but like, realistically, I don't think it'll ever be like, oh yeah, I got the new quantum, you know, computing chip. I don't think that'll be a thing. Maybe I'm too pessimistic, but whatever. What do I know? So if we're gonna research turrets, we're gonna need like thousands of wood. Because each wood makes a single regular pack. So maybe after military, I try to automate wood. I think that's what I'll do. And I think I actually have a little bit more. Yeah, we got more iron there. Sweet. Alright, so you guys need more wood. See, the wood worked properly, but for some reason the copper cable, I'm holding control, holding left click, and when I mouse over the building, it like doesn't trigger. Really weird. Maybe it's because it's copper cable and it's like trying to connect it to some, I don't know. I have no explanation for that. Yeah, exactly. It might be Factorio thinking I'm doing something with power poles. That's what I was wondering. For now, craft a little bit more power, I guess. And just await the next biter attack. I do need some more iron, though. I'll risk. I feel like Gandalf. Let me risk a little bit more light. Besides, if they attack that, that means they're not attacking my labs, which is good. I can also handcraft some tech cards, which is maybe a good use of my handcrafting speed. And I probably should end the first YouTube episode soon here. I know it doesn't feel like we got a ton done, but you know, we had to go find the lead, which was a big accomplishment, and we've done a whole death and killed some biters and explored a lot of the island. It shouldn't be too hard to clear the island once we have turrets, and that will be the goal because they do have expansion turned on. So we'll work on clearing out the biters, and then in the future, when we expand to other islands, we'll have a lot of biters to clear out. So that'll be something to look forward to. But by that point, hopefully, we have some better weaponry. But yeah, for those of you on YouTube, if this is the first time you're watching one of my series, I figure I'll plug my things now. You can join on Twitch, obviously. Follow me on Twitch to hang out while I'm streaming, which is always a good time. And then you can join the Discord. We've got a lot of fun people there. Feel free to pop in. You can get the map seed for this, as well as the, I guess just the initial save, which has the map seed and all the mods if you want to sync mod settings. That's the other thing. If you just get the mods from the list, then it's actually more difficult to get all the settings the same as the way that I have them. Some of the settings you might not like, some of the settings though you might like, and there's a lot of individual settings with all of the mods, you know what I mean? It's a long list. Some of them don't matter, some of them do matter in terms of like gameplay. A lot of them are just quality of life stuff though. But some of them will change the gameplay a bit. Most of these are default though, it looks like. In fact, it looks like all of these are exactly default. So that's mostly the gameplay modifying ones. So that's good. Anyway, and you can also support me on Patreon if you'd like to throw some money at me for making videos. I always appreciate that a whole lot, and it helps me continue making content. But, you know, if you're a lurker, I'm perfectly happy with that as well. I never want people to feel pressure or anything like that to support me, so totally up to you. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments about freight forwarding Factorio 2, and we'll see you in the next episode.